PBGB Lemon Squeezy. It's Hotline League episode 64. I'm so excited to be getting into the show this week. By the way, we're sponsored by Alien Merch. Just want to throw that out there. We'll be talking about that more later on in the show, but that's who's bringing you this show. We've got a special guest on this week. But before I introduce him, I wanted to throw over to my constant co-host, Mark Zimmerman. How's it going, Mark?
It's going great. I'm happy to be here. I love being here.
Yeah. We got Echo Fox in the chat right now. I don't know why their Twitch account is hanging out, but good to see him. Mark, how you been?
I have a feeling that's a Nero. If I had to guess, that is a Nero who is on that account.
Okay, that would be weird because he's no longer with that team.
Oh right, that's why it's him. Because he hacked it and stole it.
Oh, okay.
Well, my brain did one of those things where you just connected too many things at once. Where it's like Enero is the coach for Olleh. Yeah. Enero used to be on Echo Fox. Enero is the coach of Echo Fox because Olleh is on the show. And then my brain farted.
I am Niklios, says ask Double F to host you, bro. And he never hosts me. He's never going to. I don't think it's ever. He
hosted you once he hosted you 2 or 3 times.
He hosted me once. But I don't think it's ever going to happen again. I think it's over. I think that was my chance. We also got Olleh on the show. Olleh, how's it going?
Pretty good. Just chilling.
Yeah, just chilling. What did you do on your day off today?
Today, I just deal with my AD carry.
Yeah?
That's it.
Nice. I mean, that's a good thing. So you didn't take the day off? Aren't Mondays normally off?
But I have nothing to do, so I just play solo queue.
Yeah? Okay. You didn't want to go out, see a movie, go to the beach, go shopping?
I think now outside is so cold, so I don't really want to go.
Okay.
Oh, there's no good movie now.
Yeah.
So.
There's Lego Movie. You don't like Lego Movie?
What is the movie?
It's never mind. Mark, how you been? What did you do? Did you have the day off?
Yeah, kinda. I answered a bunch of emails and now I'm here. Is that a day off? I don't know.
I have no idea either, but I'm glad to hear you're bringing the same level of enthusiasm. Did you see the guy that tweeted at you this week that was very critical of you?
Yeah, he said that I have been unhappy to be here for the past 4 weeks or something. Yeah. Let me tell you something, buddy. I've been unhappy to be here since week 1. This is nothing new.
The obvious place that joke was going, so I'm glad you delivered on it. Yeah. Either way, I guess we're.
Well, my finger's really in focus right here.
Yeah,
I gotta do something about it.
That's good. Yep, this is the look at the beginning, I guess. All right, so for those of you that don't know, have never watched Hotline League before, and maybe there's a lot of you, because people don't watch this show. But the way this show works is people call in, they ask questions, and then we answer them. Before we do that, though, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the stuff that happened this week, some of the big storylines, get you guys all going, getting some ideas. Mark, what happened this week?
Team Liquid lost.
Yes.
We were trying to build the 18-0 narrative. We were starting the hype train up, and they fucking lose as soon as we start the hype train.
Yeah.
We did a segment about the most dominant teams in North American history and what it would take for Team Liquid to enter that conversation, and they fucking lose right away.
Yeah.
Instantly destroying our attempt to make anything interesting.
Olleh, are you happy that Team Liquid lost?
I wanted to beat them.
You wanted to be the ones to upset them.
You guys had a good game against them. It was close.
Yeah, I think we didn't really play Jockey and Scream that much.
Yeah.
So first jump was okay, but second jump was, Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you weakened them up for TSM. That's what happened. You scared them, you startled them, and then they were able to make it work.
You scared Impact into playing Yorick somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
So they lost. TSM had a 2-0 weekend. After I feel like any narrative we start to talk about on the show, Mark, the teams conspire to ruin it for the next episode.
And it's great because for a little bit of time we were talking about how Golden Guardians were dead, guaranteed last place, and here they are now rallying and starting to put some wins together.
Yeah.
So really their turnaround is thanks to our cursing of it.
Yes, exactly. You're welcome, Olleh. We had a caller, Olleh, that called in and said that they thought Golden Guardians was going to be the last place team this split.
And next split too, if I remember.
No, they said up to 8th place. They said they could secure 8th place. Or no, it was CLG though. Sorry, a different call. But they said you're going to be last place this split, last place next split. And now you guys are winning a bunch of games. So,
yeah,
congratulations.
yeah. I think we lost 4 games, but I think the 4 teams has to feel happy.
Yes.
Because we gonna lose to every team at the moment. So if they meet us next time, they be, they have to prepare a lot.
Yeah, they have to, because you told me in an interview that you were hoping that all the teams would feel like you're an easy team to beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know if they still feel that way anymore. You're winning too much, and in the games that you're losing, you're looking good.
Yeah, I think, like our team just think like we don't care the four loses. We just think like, oh, we are just 3-1 now.
Yeah, that's what I think. Contracts or somebody told me that this weekend was that you just think about it as, no, now we're a 3-1. It's fine. Yeah. I like that. That's good. Just pretend that those first 2 weeks didn't happen.
Yeah.
Sadly, the LCS doesn't do that.
Yes, yeah.
You gotta make sure.
Yeah. Yeah. They just show up for playoffs if they barely don't make it. They're like, what?
They finish like 8-8, and they're like, "What are you talking about? We were 8-4."
Yeah. All right. So there was that. So what? We got TSM winning. GGS started winning. I'm sure a lot of people have questions for Olleh and what's going on over at GGS. Anybody wants to call in and talk about that? TL finally lost.
Optic is a 0-4 with their new roster. Clutch Gaming's on a 4-game loss streak as well, I believe.
Is it only 4? I thought it was a higher. I thought they lost. Did they win one?
Maybe it's a 5 or 6 game loss streak.
I think they only won the first week.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe they are on a 6-game loss streak.
Yeah, they're in the hole.
Echo Fox GG account is counting how bad other teams are doing. They're like, yeah, those guys are 6 losses in a row.
Yeah, Echo Fox is like, Echo Fox Twitch's account is like, let me tell you about how bad they're. Who is on that account? That's the most interesting thing to me. That's the big mystery for this night. I don't know. So before we get into any calls, I don't know, Mark, if you have any questions for Olleh, we can sort of steal the beginning of the show for ourselves.
One thing a lot of people talk about with Golden Guardians this season coming in was how it was like a team of players who felt like they had something to prove because most of them had been removed from their former team or something like that. Was that anything you guys ever cared about in like the revenge tour about trying to beat your former teams? Or is that like just not a thing at all for your actual internal like workings? Do people care at all about that?
I think other teammates didn't really care. I think Hunter was really happy when we beat TSM, but I think the first week was my problem. Like I wanted to prove, like I can do much better job than last year. I think that's how we lost the first week. So. Yeah, I think I care too much, and that caused us to lose the game.
Do you care less what people are saying now, or is it still like a constant battle?
I mean, I don't. I only care of my team now. So
okay.
But sometimes I enjoy the Reddit comment when they flame me. I just wow, they're so creative. How can they flame like this way? I never saw it this way, and then. This good joke. Maybe I can use to deck other people.
So you're learning insults from Reddit comments?
Yeah, but it's like they're so creative. Like sometimes I was like clapping. Wow, they're so creative.
Yeah. The best ones are when they're trying to be creative and they mess it up. I got a tweet this week that was basically calling me a douchebag, and they're like, the way they ended their tweet was like, make sure to take your douche medicine to counteract your normal personality. And I was like, wait, are you saying that I'm normal and then I need to take douche medicine to become a douche? Or what? I couldn't quite figure out what they were trying to imply with that sentence.
It's like I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. It's like what you eat pieces of shit for breakfast. That kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to Happy Gilmore. What a great film. Yeah, no, I love the post-game threads, especially whenever something interesting has happened. You scroll down, you look at the first thing, which is usually a link to a meme, and then you scroll down to the next one, it's like another meme, and then you just see like the hard flames that get upvoted. It's very fun.
Yeah.
Peter says that whenever he loses, he will read every single comment in one of those threads, that it's a cathartic experience. It's like the punishment he says that he deserves.
He like control F's his name in the loss.
Yeah, it's just like, tell me how terrible I am. All right. Any other thoughts for Olleh before we start taking callers, Mark?
Nothing that jumps to mind. I'm sure a lot of the callers will ask some of the stuff that I have in my mind anyways. So
yeah, actually, Olleh, maybe you can just tell us a little bit. What now that you've been playing with all the different players for 4 weeks, what is it like? What are each of the players like? Like, what do you think of each of the different players, like Henrik and Hanser and all those guys?
I think actually when I was in IMT, when I look at Kevin, I thought, wow, this guy is so cocky.
Yeah.
It's like cock as fuck, and then I didn't really think like he's like really good guy, but when I met him, he was so nice. Like now, I think yesterday we went to KBBQ together, and then cheers soju together. Kevin is really nice. I like him a lot. And Juan, actually, Juan is there. He's my roommate, so I talk with him, and then he teach me how to laundry, how to use like some furniture stuff, and he teach me a lot.
Furniture stuff?
Like how to cook or microwave, like something.
Appliances.
Yeah, kitchen stuff.
Yeah.
And then he give me some animation.
I was about to guess as he talked to you about anime.
Yeah, he asked me to watch some anime, so I watched 2, I think. And yeah, I mean, like, we are having good time. And Frogan, it's hard to say. Henrik is sometimes so chill, sometimes is like crazy, like good crazy, not that bad crazy. So sometimes I don't know, like is that or Denmark people like this, or I don't know. But I'm trying to understand his personality. But it's really good, really good way. And Matthew, I think, I don't know how, like, I thought because he lost a lot last year, I thought his mental was strong, but actually his mental is so weak. So I just always talk to him, yo, don't lose your mental, and then you can do it. And then I feel like sometimes I turn to be cheerleader for him, like, hey, definitely you can do it. And then yesterday he asked me to play solo queue, and he wanna get rank 1. And then the last game was like, he died 2 times, and then he was like, oh, Olleh FF. I was like, yo, dude, you wanna get rank 1 and then you say FF? I'm trying my best. And then I turned the table, and then after we won, I just say, hey, your meta is so shit. You gotta fix this problem. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, like, yeah, everyone is just chill. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I appreciate, I'm sure that helps whenever you tell him your mental's so shit, you gotta fix this. That's great.
He learned from Doublelift how to give feedback.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember all last year.
I mean, like, whenever I meet new people, I always get their, their some personality stuff, their, English word. So maybe I got some effect.
Yeah, that's good. Well, Mark, do you want to explain how the calling system works?
Yeah, so if this is your first time catching the show, the way that this goes down is I will go ahead and spam Twitch chat right now with the Discord link that you need to join in order to get on the show. When you get here, go ahead and join one of the Pleb Calls voice channels, and you can mute your microphone once you're in there. And then go in the Pleb Topics text channel and put whatever your take is. If you want to ask Olleh a specific question about Golden Guardians, or you just want to ask his opinion on other bot lanes, whatever it is, or it can be whatever you think. You can say, I think TSM's going to win Worlds this year. And, if we like your topic, we'll go ahead and pull you into the waiting room. And then when it's your turn to come on, I'll hop into the waiting room. We'll do a quick mic test to make sure everything sounds good. And then you'll be on air talking with all of us.
Yeah. Well, and by the way, if you are a sub, you do get access. You can sync. By the way, thank you for being a sub. And I'm wondering how many people can throw a Twitch Prime out right now. But if you are a sub, We'll shout you out later on the show, and you also get access to the sub chat where you can put your topic in there. It moves a little bit slower, so it does give you a bit of an advantage getting on the show. If your topic sucks, you will not be coming on the show regardless. But if your topic is good, you know, and you put it in the subtopics chat, there's a good chance that it'll come through. So hey, there's at least one Twitch Prime. So there's that. So Mark is right now looking for people to bring into the
and make sure that if you are posting your thoughts in the text channel, that you're actually in a voice channel as well. I cannot pull you into the waiting room if you're not already in one of the voice channels.
Okay. We've got some celebrities watching the show right now. We've got Danon is here. We got Super Chloe. Chloe is back from the LCS stats team.
Thank God.
Zixlol is here. Shout out to those people. Rachel from Ateo. I noticed that Brienne is not there. For those of you that know Rachel and Brienne from Ateo, they make this wonderful jacket I'm wearing right now. Great people. But there's a rift that's forming. You know, I used to think of them as equals, but now Brienne, she's never around. Trying to go to Palm Springs with them. She goes off to Palm Springs without me. Now it's just Rachel. I feel like it's not even or balanced anymore. It's rough. That's what I'm getting at. Olleh, how are you?
Very good.
Yeah. Do you want me to go get callers? We have callers in the way.
If we're good,
okay.
Go for it. Go for it. While he's doing that, shout out to where are we? Lazink, Seloniad, Gafford Ganger 420, Senpai Please, Boba Cola for the 18 months, year and a half. That's crazy. Boosted Death for 3, Laziness, Caldo, LOL Globus, Cool for Joe gifted us up to Olleh. Congratulations, Olleh, you're now a sub. Nikleos, who I believe you subbed earlier today, right?
I resubbed last week for I think 11 months. I was Calimi Proto.
Okay. Oh yes, good to see. Why did you change
your
your name?
Yeah.
Well, I had this name before, and I changed it when I joined Twitch originally, but I decided to go back to my original gamer tag because I'm very fond of this one.
Okay, well, welcome back, Nick. How do you say it?
Niklos.
Niklos. Well, thank you, Niklos, and thank you for being a sub. Where are you calling from?
Santa Clarita, California.
Yeah, that's right. I was trying to remember. Well, where do you want to talk about in the show tonight?
I wanted to talk about how Sven and Mithy have been replaced by Bang and Aframu. And that sort of low aggression, in lane, team fight, god prowess is not going to help win 100 Thieves the split.
So can you explain a little bit by what you mean by they were replaced?
So Sven and Mithy were known for not being very aggressive in lane when they were in Europe. And then when they came to NA, we saw how that panned out against more aggressive ADs and supports, where it didn't really pan out for them on TSM either. But they've always been known as like the best in the West bot lane. Sven is notoriously great at positioning in team fights. But here, I mean, we saw part of that when Bang popped off on Ezreal and totally won that team fight for 100 Thieves against, I can't remember, I think it was Optic. But we're not going to see 100 Thieves winning the split with that team fight style anymore. It's just not going to pan out because you can't wait in North America. You can't wait to win the game by just getting a CS lead anymore against teams like Team Liquid or TSM. Or C9. It's just not going to happen. So you have to make proactive plays across the map.
So Olleh, do you think so our Calimi Proto now Nikleos,
Niklos, two syllables.
Niklos, he says that Bang and Aframu are the new Sven and Mithy. That last year's Sven and Mithy, they weren't proactive or aggressive enough, that's why they started to lose, and that now Bang and Aframu play that way. Do you think that's true?
I think it's about scenarios though. It's not like he's like play like only passive. Like I bet Bang in solo queue in Korea, like he played really aggressively, and then like he just kill everyone. But it's like if if you know your bot you're gonna win the lane, you can play aggressively. Like you can choose to like how you're gonna play. But like if you don't have synergy, like only thing you can do is just wait for them to do something and they try to react. It's like me and Deftly, because we always duo together and we know when to win, we know when to play safe. So like I think against Team Liquid we show like sometimes we play really aggressively, sometimes we just back off. I think it's all about synergy. It's not just like Bang just play like passive way only. Like I think they just need more time to have synergy to play aggressively at some point.
So you think it's not that they're not aggressive, it's just that they can't make plays because they have no synergy.
It's like, yeah, I think so, because even last year when I play against Cody Sun and Apromo in final, that time it was same, like because our botio was like we knew what to do, and then I felt like they didn't know what to do when we freeze the wave, and that's why they just like randomly swap the wave, or just like we were winning like 30 CS. I think it's not really about play style.
Mark, what do you think?
I don't agree. Well, there's two things I don't agree on. One, right now in the LCS, I actually do think you can play pretty safe, and as long as you draft like a better mid-late game team and you don't get crushed in laning phase, you can probably win in the LCS. Like a lot of our games go pretty long, and like you don't need to, like if you're talking about like getting wins in the regular season, sure. If you're talking about winning a title, then maybe. And to Olleh's point, like I don't think Bang and Aframu are like, they don't want to be super defensive, and I don't think they always are, but they make some mistakes, like when Afro TP'd in the lane that one point and killed himself, or I think Bang walked too far forward in one of their recent games as well and got like hex flashed on or something like that. So I think that they are struggling with their synergy and not making aggressive plays because of that problem. But I know Aframu likes playing very aggressively, so I assume it's what Olleh is saying in a synergy problem.
I mean, what do you think of this, Nikolaos?
I think the style difference is important. Like Aframu has always is an aggressive support, and he's very knowledgeable. Whereas Bang, even when he was in Korea, when he was on stage, he was never known for being like, play through the AD carry kind of player. That was never Koma's plan, except maybe in the Ardent Sensor meta, when ADs were just ridiculously good with those the Ardent Sensor supports. But Aframu has been very successful with aggressive in-lane ADs, such as Double Lift, Cody Sun, and Stixay. And I don't think it's going to work out. It's going to pan out for 100 Thieves in the long term come playoffs when they're playing with Bang. Even though Bang can carry, as we've already seen, very hard in team fights, like when he has peel and he has great positioning tools, like Ezreal, whatever that ability is called, I forget what it's called.
Arcane Shift.
Arcane Shift. When he has positioning ADs that can reposition well, and he has tanks in front of him that can peel for him as hard as they were doing in that one. I can't remember which team it was. I think it was Optic, or FlyQuest. I think. I think that's pretty much the only time you're gonna see Bang out, like showing his worth in terms of how strong of a veteran he is.
Well, I think the fact that he did well with Cody shows that he can do well with Bang. Well, one, I'm not sure how passive Bang is. It's hard for me to say how he wants to play in North America right now, but like Cody was very passive actually. He had super low forward percentage. They had really inactive laning phase. They had low CSD. It wasn't like he crushed people in lane and like shoved in and took turrets or anything. They mostly sat back and farmed and had very good gank timings between Meteos and him and Onda later with Aframu. And then he would become a late game team fight threat. And if they want to do that with Bang, I think they can. I don't think Cody Sun was an aggressive laner by any means. He was really good, but not aggressive.
The other thing is that you mentioned that this would be an issue for them whenever playoffs roll around. Right now, they aren't going to playoffs. That's what I'm seeing from the standings. They're
That's part of what I'm saying is even if they get to playoffs, so it's not going to pan out when push comes to shove, and it's the most important thing is how you team fight through the game.
Yeah.
You have to get strong enough to get to the team fight phase.
Somebody in Twitch chat, the Nightmare says this discussion is as boring as a 100T game. So we got issues there. I don't know. Olleh, what do you think the solution is for Afro and Bang? Is it just like the synergy thing, or do you think that they're going to be able to turn this around? Like what is the solve? If you look at that lane, how do you get them to a better place?
I think first it's just about communication. Like you can still talk about game with like okay English, but like some really specific moment, you really need to practice your English. Like you can't, like in game you cannot really say like really single like small stuff like, hey, you can step up, like just like you step up here, I'm gonna walk up here. Like can't really say that every single second. But if you play against really good bot duo, like their bot duo position is like always perfect against like you don't like when you have no synergy, like you can't, when you say, hey, support walk up, and then enemy bot duo just change the position again, and then like it's gonna be mess up. So it's like I think Bang, if I'm Bang coach, like I'm gonna ask him just like let's study English together, let's keep talk with your support out of game, like even that's not League of Legends, it's okay, just talk about girl or NA life, like food, like just keep talking. I think that's maybe really good for them.
Yeah, just a communication thing. All right. Yeah. Thanks, Olleh. And Nikleos, any final thoughts before we say goodbye? Niklaus? Did I say it? Niklaus?
Niklos.
Niklos, okay.
Close enough. I'm not very hard about it, but I appreciate you having me on, and looking forward to the rest of the show.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Have a good one. Hey, Mark, before you go to another thing, I'm kind of curious, and Olleh, talking about this too, I'm gonna drop this link into Skype chat and also throw it into Twitch chat. And then also throw it on the screen. But right now we are just under halfway through the split, and I am curious, where do you guys expect to see changes in the standings? Like, do we expect Clutch and Optic to stay down at the bottom, for instance? Like, right now the teams going to playoffs are TL, Cloud9, FlyQuest, TSM, CLG, and Echo Fox. I assume, Olleh, you're going to say you think Golden Guardians will slip into the top 6.
Yeah, I think it's pretty not easy, but I feel like it's really high percentage, you know, high chance to go there.
If you had to guess, Olleh, on a team that will drop out of the top 6, who would you guess?
I think maybe CRG.
Okay. That's nice of you to say, because Echo Fox is in the Twitch chat. So had you said Echo Fox, I would have felt...
I was about to ask you, Olleh, what are your thoughts on Echo Fox?
Echo Fox? They have Champion, and who else? They have Phoenix, Solo, Haku, Apollo, Rush, yeah. Rush is Champion. I think he can...
Champion?
Champion. His account name is Champion, no?
Oh, I didn't know.
Champion?
Yeah, I don't know his solo queue account.
Yeah, chat keeps saying Champion, so...
Yeah, Champion.
Yeah.
So misspelling of champion, or maybe, I don't know. But...
Chimp.
Okay.
Chimp.
Yeah. I gotcha.
So maybe they go 1-1. They have passive though. They always go 1-1. So I guess they go 9-9. And then maybe...
Yeah, and then that lets them stay in, probably.
And then we go 10... I think we go 11-7 or 12-6.
Okay. You're going to edge above Echo Fox.
Yeah.
Okay. So CLG drops out, and you guys take their spot, and then everyone else stays at the bottom. No 100 Thieves. They're not making playoffs.
But it's so hard.
Yeah. Because I feel like TL, Cloud9, and I want to say FlyQuest are. I would bet all three of those make playoffs. So then.
and FlyQuest.
So then you need to believe that either that the other three that are going are TSM, CLG, Echo Fox, or that one of those will drop out for Golden Guardians, and then if you want 100 Thieves to make it in, you have to drop one of those as well, or the other ones.
I think if one day series both you play better, they will get Echo Fox's spot.
Okay. Yeah. Mark?
I think I'm doing the same thing I did to Clutch Gaming last year, where I just don't believe in them at all. And then they like kept winning and they actually did okay. And I'm going to do the same thing with Echo Fox. I just don't believe in them at all. I don't think they're a great team, or playoff team, I should say. I think they're better than like the worst teams in the league. I don't think they'll be 10th or anything like that, but I do expect them to drop. Eventually, they won't go 1-1, and I'm going to keep betting on them to not go 1-1. Like the way that they won this weekend was just like. Their opponent on Sunday just like fucking inted for 10 minutes, and then they play well from there. Echo Fox did play well once like the other team tried to dive the Malphite horribly and all that stuff. So I don't know. I think Golden Guardians can pretty easily slot in here. I'm not sold on CLG over the course of the next 5 weeks staying at the 5th position, and I think
who takes their spot?
It's between 100 Thieves and Golden Guardian. It's like I see a 4-man race for the 5th, 6th positions between Counter Logic Gaming, Echo Fox, Golden Guardians, and 100.
Okay, so Clutch and Optic are out.
I consider them out, yeah.
Schleppard, who is over a 1-year subscriber, says FlyQuest over TSM. Travis, get over yourself. Is it true? Like, do you guys think that we shouldn't be rating FlyQuest as highly as they appear to be, and that TSM is more deserving of that throne than?
No.
FlyQuest?
They're like I see them, and I'd love to hear what Olleh thinks. I think they're like the complete like opposites of each other. Where like TSM has a bunch of individual skill, but like their mid game and late game decision making is pretty poor. FlyQuest, on the other hand, might be lacking in firepower, but they work super well together, and they have smart drafts, and they play the mid and late game well. So like I think right now FlyQuest is better. But I expect their ceiling's lower than TSM, so that doesn't mean you're going to reach the ceiling, so I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, Schleppard. Yeah. All right? Keep subbing to me, all right? Because this is where you go to be educated. Yeah, Olleh, what do you think of FlyQuest and TSM?
I think FlyQuest, they just play, like, I feel like they want to go half-half in lane, and mid-game, they just, like, 5-man together.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever they want, the game is like randomly turned to be ARAM, and then FlyQuest engaged, and they won. I think their game is like always same. Like so, like if I can say, it's like if enemy know how to play against the 5-man ARAM FlyQuest style, it'll be really easy to counter their play style.
Yeah.
I think against FlyQuest, if you play TK and then do split game, I think it'll be maybe good for you know, it'll be easy to beat FlyQuest, I think.
Yeah.
But I think when I look at FlyQuest, I feel like they are just ARAM team, 5-man mid.
ARAM team.
No matter what, 5-man mid, and then like Ribbon TP or like Sejuani engaged, like just throw something and then just win the game. I think their way is just ARAM. And then TSM, I think if they play around Broken Blade, it'll be so really good for them. I think
they kind of did this weekend against TL, right?
Yeah, I think they're both you. I think Jiben is really like he know how to store the game, but when I see their game, it's like when TSM try to do something in early game, both sides they fail a lot. So I think if Jiben play safe and they play around top early game, and I think it'll be really great because, like when I play against Jiben in solo queue and when he got like 200 CS, he started to play well, and I think if TSM just wait for Jiben to get 200 CS and then just play around top side before, and it'll be their own playstyle though.
Yeah. All right, Mark, you want to grab the next caller?
Sure.
All right, off he goes. Reading off a couple of more subs. Thank you, everyone, for subbing. Let's see. A bunch of people sent bits. NPR 11, O Epiphany 100, Dr. Manhattan 18, Ribbon Shoe 100 bits, LOL Globus 107, and then Nanatsu sent 1,000 bits and says 2 to stay sub, but I really love these shows and you deserve all the 60s you get. Thank you so much. It's very generous of you. And then I believe somebody just threw more bits at me. Oh yeah, Ateo Brienne sent 1,000 bits. She's trying to buy herself back into my good graces after abandoning me and not going to Palm Springs. We'll see how it works. Pizza Rat 87, thank you for the 3 months. Rico Suave 86193, and then we're here with Casey Clark. Casey Clark, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C. I think you've been on the show before.
Yeah, I was that sneaky guy who, by the way, is not homophobic or transphobic. That was kind of annoying, chat.
Okay. Well, good to know you're not homophobic or transphobic. What do you got for us on the show tonight?
I want to talk about GGS and why they're going to finish top 5 potentially.
Okay, GGS coming in top 5. I love how reactionary these calls are. We have GGS loses the first week, on maybe the second week, and somebody calls in and is like, GGS will be the worst team that has ever existed in all of LCS. and then GGS starts winning and we get a caller that's like, GGS gonna be top 5? Pretty good, yeah. Okay, so what do you got for us, Casey Clark?
Well, games-wise, they started 0-4, and now they went 2-1.
Yeah, they're 3-1 according to Olleh. Those first 4 losses don't count. It's just 3-1.
Absolutely, and that's what you expect from the team at the start of the season, right? So I think they're starting to perform about what you would expect from them, and I think they all have good mechanical players. Like every lane's pretty solid, right? And all you need is glue. And Olleh, I think you're glue. They can hold that team together.
Well, I think C9 has glue. Okay, so Olleh is the reason they're going to win because he's the glue that brings them all together. Olleh, is this true? Are you the reason Golden Guardians will win because you're the glue that brings them all together?
Olleh, are you glue? And if so, which type of glue? Elmer? Super?
He's not aware of American glue brands.
What is that? At least I'm not Golden Glue.
Yes. Yeah, I know you're not Golden Glue. It's fine. But yes, what do you think of this? Olleh, are you the reason why Golden Guardians will win because you'll be able to link all these players together?
I think... I remember after we lost first week, I told them it's just my bad. Like I just int the game and then it's just all by me. I'm sorry, guys. And then that time, 4 players just came to me. It's okay, Olleh. It happens. And after week 2, I watch our VOD and then I figure out we never help our jungler. So, and then I just talked to our teammates. Hey guys, let's play around jungler. Let's help one. Let's help contracts. He went to World Championship years ago. Let's make him great again. And
make contracts great again.
Yeah,
this was your motto. This was the platform you ran on internally. I understand. Okay.
Yeah, and then we start working on jungler pass and then how to help our jungler in early game.
Yeah.
So and then Fuan start to play really great, and then after we fix the jungler stuff, and then we figure out maybe we don't have connection between bot duo and mid. So I talked to Frog and Helig. I wanna play around our vision. Let's play both sides when we are reading bot. When you're reading mid, I'm gonna go mid to get vision. So, like, I just try to talk to him, and yeah, I think like, I don't know. I just talk. Like our team is like everyone is chill, so I can just say something, like some words directly. Like, Helig, you're blah blah blah, and then Helig just look at me. Olleh, what did you say? And we just talk like 10 minutes, and yeah, I mean like I don't know I'm glue or not, but
yeah.
at least I just say my problem first.
do you have an easier time talking, like, because both Team Liquid last year and Golden Guardians this year have a ton of veterans on them, but do you have an easier time speaking up with Golden Guardians and like being a bit of a like leader in conversation?
I think it's really easy. Like I can say whatever I want here. Like even I'm singing every day. Like when we are eating lunch, I just like singing a random Korean song and then just having nice time.
Did they not let you sing on Team Liquid back in the day?
I couldn't sing. I was, oh, can I sing? You know, I was just like, I didn't sing.
You were told not to sing. They said do not sing.
They didn't tell me that, but I just couldn't sing.
You didn't feel comfortable.
Yeah, because I feel like maybe some people don't like my singing or whatever. Yeah. But in GGS, like I don't care. I just singing.
Can I ask you a question, Olleh? So when I talked to Hanser in an interview, Hanser said, yeah, you know, we were losing, and then I came in one morning and I just sat everyone down. I was like, hey guys, based off my experience, here's what we should do. And then he's like, yeah, and then the team started to win. And then I talked to you, and you say, yeah, you know, I saw that like we weren't using contracts enough, and I came in and I told everybody, let's make contracts great again, and let's play through the jungle. I'm just curious, do you have a coach at Golden Guardians?
Yeah,
it seems like all the players are doing all this, you know.
I mean, like we're just open to everyone. Like we just like give feedback to each other, and then no one really feel bad about it. I think that's why our team is getting better easily. I think we have coach. Our coach is doing good. Hey, okay. Nick here. Nick is on chat, right? Nick. Hello.
And then we have no. He just says no. There's no arrow commented in the chat.
We have two coach. No. We have the Inero coach and then Jimmy coach, and they're doing job.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're doing their job. This is what I'm getting from this interview with Hanser and now talking to you.
Olleh claims all success due to his personal decision making.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just like that the players keep talking to me and being like, yeah. So I came in, I saw we were losing. I sat everyone down and we had this conversation, you know, and I'm like, what is going on? It's too good. All right. So Casey Clark also said that you're going to get top 5. Are you going to get top 5?
I think 60%.
60%. Okay.
Yeah.
What are the other percents?
Can I chime in?
Yeah, go ahead, Casey Clark.
That's really interesting because I was thinking about going on before. I was going to say 60% is the odds I would put at GGS getting top 5.
Okay. Well, you didn't say that. You were very bold, and you said they're going to do it, which sounds like 100%. And now that Olleh said 60%, I feel like you're modifying back to 60%.
No, I'm dead serious about this. I just didn't want to go too long in my introduction.
Okay.
I thought about 60% beforehand, 60, 65, somewhere in that range.
Hey, this is a tangent, Travis. How do I kick people out of a certain text channel or like mute them in there? Because these fucking guys are just arguing in the Pleb Topics channel. Go argue somewhere else.
See if we can get maybe some Discord mods can get in there and do something.
I don't know how to use Discord. I'm an imbecile.
Yeah.
But I would really like.
Did you just type in there? Oh yeah.
I did type in there, and they're still just like, "You're dumb." No, you're dumb.
Yeah. Well.
Anyways.
That's how these things
Sorry
go.
to tangent.
Okay, no one is dumb.
So 60% chance you'll get top 5.
Yeah.
Right. What's the chance you get top 3, Olleh?
Top 3? 30%.
30%? That's pretty good.
What's the chance you win the entire split? Win playoffs.
Is 15%.
15%?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
That's not bad.
I think that's really good. I mean, you're one of 10 teams. So even if we were just, sticking all the names in a bag and pulling them out, it'd be 10%. You've got a 5% edge on those stats. That's pretty good. So, feel good about that.
I think, my educator working really hard. So, it'll be kind of same as the TSM against IMT. It's like Codison against Doublelift. And then I want to make a stage for my educator, like definitely against Doublelift.
Definitely versus Doublelift?
In the final. Like
you gotta get Definitely's mental into a better place, apparently.
Yeah. And then I think if I can make this matchup, I think I learned lots of stuff from these 2 years, like Cody-san against Doublelift matchup, and then I play with Doublelift. So I think if I can put deftly against Doublelift in final, I think I can make something miracle for my AD carry.
Okay, you'll give him all the information. You know all of Doublelift's weaknesses.
Yeah.
What you'll do, Olleh, and I know it's like right before the match starts, you'll walk over to where Team Liquid is sitting, and you'll just start singing, and then that'll just they'll lose their mind based off of that.
Oh, what should I sing? Should I rap or should I sing some English song, Korean song?
You need like
whatever the most annoying song is. That's the one that you sing.
Coming in the liquid.
Yeah. Yes. I mean that's their Liquid song. So I don't know about that.
Yeah, that song's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think I think you gotta do like some kind of like song that has a little bit of rapping and singing it, like some Ed Sheeran or something.
Yeah. PC Clark, do you have any final thoughts for us?
Yeah. Thank you for having me on. Olleh, keep doing you. Go get the LCS. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
Thanks, Casey. Have a good one.
You too.
I gotta say, you didn't even care where I thought they were gonna finish, Travis. You didn't ask me.
Well, you said you don't like to give predictions.
What?
On the show.
I do power
rankings. You usually save them for the analyst desk.
No, that's a prediction on games. I was saying. I don't want to like if you think like who's gonna win this weekend, like this game or this game. Like usually I'll try and avoid that, but like where do I think people are gonna finish? I think I always want to talk about that.
Mark, let me ask you a question. Do you know what day it is today?
It's Monday.
Specifically, though, it's a holiday.
President's Day.
And you know what's so great about President's Day?
Are you about to completely ignore everything I said and talk about some sale out for Alienware?
There's a sale for Alienware on President's Day, Mark. if people are watching this right now, they can go to Dell.com/Travis. They can check out all the sales. It's amazing stuff. By the way, Alienware is our sponsor for the show. I don't know if you guys know this, but they sponsor the show. They're an incredible company. I'll tell you the truth. I sat in a meeting with them for 2 hours today, where we were just talking about all the cool stuff we were going to do. They flew out to California because they're based out of Miami and Austin. Flew out to LA, and got to sit down with them for 2 hours, and we're just talking about things we want to do at all these different events and the content that I want to do in the future and how they're going to help me make it happen and all the different people that we can collaborate with. It was super exciting. And I just got to tell you guys, like, some of the sales that this is true because of the sponsorship. I don't want to brag, but I had to get a financial advisor, because it's just like eventually for having all the success, you need somebody to help. My financial advisor hit me up today. He said, Travis, I'm going to go to Dell.com/Travis. It's a true story. I need a new notebook. I'm going to buy it there. And I said to check out their President's Day sales. And he's going to. Now, if you're listening to the VOD version of this or the podcast, I don't know if the sales are still happening, but you should still check them out because they have great deals all the time. And maybe you missed the ones on Monday. You got some great stuff over there. There's somebody in chat earlier that was saying that they were going to buy an M15, Alienware M15. That's the stuff that me and Brodin use, like notebook that Brodin and I use. Great stuff over there. We want to thank them so much for their support. By the way, if you do buy something, please do me a favor. Shoot them a tweet, or a message or whatever. Let them know. And feel free to tag me as well. Anyway, thanks so much to Alienware for supporting the show. And if you're watching the VOD, be sure to click the link in the YouTube description. I'll put it in the chat now. Everybody can click it, and we'll be good to go. Mark, where are we at?
Well, I don't know. Where are we at? Am I going to talk about where I think Golden Guardians are going to finish?
Where is Golden Guardians going to finish?
I don't know.
Wait, you muted yourself. No, you didn't. You just... Oh, he left the channel. That was it. Okay. Let's see. So... What do we got? Rico Suave, Fixion, 9 months. Jubes, thank you for the Prime. Nonatsu, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Full Metal Samurai 3. Smoke Dog 10. Just Casual 11. And Aurania donated $5. I went to LCS yesterday, and when I did the GGS fan meet, Olleh started shouting that I was a Cody Sun fan. LOL. Is this true, Olleh? During the fan meet, did you call out this poor innocent woman and tell her that she was a Cody Sun fan?
Because when I was in IMT, she always go to, oh, Cody! Yeah, I remember, and then Cody talk about her. So I remember. So when I saw her, oh, she's Codison fan.
Yeah.
Was it wrong?
I don't know.
Wait, who?
She felt like she wanted to spend $5 to send this message into the show that you had done this. So I don't know if she was offended, if she was upset.
Or it was a funny story.
Yeah. I don't know if she's still here, but maybe she'll pop up in the chat later. Either way, thank you for the $5. I'm glad we could blast Olleh on this. So we got Tom Shu on the show. Tom Shu also a sub. And I've seen Tom Shu around for quite some time. Tom, remind me where you're from.
What's up, guys? From Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
Were you one of the people arguing in the chat earlier?
No, no, it was like a couple other guys. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. Don't argue.
Yeah, nice low-key flex with the financial advisor thing. So hopefully we can get to where you're going.
Yeah, he's a great guy. If anybody needs financial advisor help, I got. Tom, what do you want to talk about in the show?
All right, so today I want to talk about early on Reddit this morning, Doublelift. There was a clip posted on a Doublelift stream. Yes. He was talking about you know, the amount of trash talking that goes in like before games, and like how we're not getting that as much in LCS anymore. Like you can see the contrast between like LEC and LCS, like how much trash talk they're doing. Like see like the Attila versus Upset kind of thing, right. And how we don't really get it as much versus as much as like we do, like we used to. And I mean, it sort of makes sense, but it sort of kind of takes away from the hype of the games when everyone goes into an interview and we're just like, oh, don't worry, guys, we're going to do it. We're just practicing hard, and just please cheer for us because we're doing the best we can. And yeah, follow me on Twitter, like me, follow my Instagram, Facebook, whatever, my MySpace, I don't know. And then you're going through and it's like, and I sort of understand why, because I don't know if you guys remember like the Acadian like meme that came up on Reddit, you know, TSM, all these peasants. Y'all heard that one?
Yeah, but people love that.
Yeah, but that was great.
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, but you could tell like afterwards, I think Acadian posted a tweet later. He said like, oh, after I'm never talking to Twitch chat again. Like you can tell, like, especially if that like chat, that meme or trash talk doesn't go well, it can like really like hit on someone's psyche. Like the community can be really harsh with that kind of thing. I want to get your thoughts on trash talk.
So should we just air the clip right now? Because I can air the clip. Mark, what do you think? Should I do it?
Yeah, if you want to, in case.
I'm gonna do that. Just I'll mute Discord and we can all watch it together. 1 second. Here we go.
Like, say something exciting, because LCS is just so boring if you say nothing, and everyone in every interview I've seen just says the same thing. Oh, we're trying our best, like we're practicing super hard. Oh, root for us next week, because like no one's gonna cheer for you or your team if you don't say anything interesting ever. I hate the most bland interviews. Anyways, like I have absolutely no problem, by the way. Like I'm not even like saying that I'm upset or anything about the backlash, because I think it's fucking cool that I like talk shit and people like TSM fans are super riled up and like Team Liquid fans are defending me and they're arguing about like, oh man, like should Doublelift talk shit? Like was he wrong? And then, you know, like it makes people talk about the game, makes a discussion, it's interesting, like different opinions get like thrown in the mix there. It's cool. Like I have no problem with that. Like say something exciting, because LCS is just so boring if you say nothing, and everyone in every interview.
Sorry.
Okay. Back.
Didn't go
there we go.
Enough.
We're back.
Hello. Yes. Hi. So there we go. So his whole argument basically, LCS is boring. People need to take risks and put themselves out there. Olleh, do you trash talk? I feel like you trash talk in a very strange way.
Before we hop onto that, I want to just.
Yeah. Well, you say you want to send people's mental to another country, which is a very unique way of trash talking.
Is that trash talk?
I don't know if it's trash talk. Do you think it's trash talk?
I don't know. What give me some example for of trash talk. What is trash talk?
Well, Acadian kind of.
Well,
trash
so
talk.
that's what I want to say. That's not fucking trash talk. That's memeing. Like the way he wrote that stuff, the fact that he had like the LMAFO after, like he's clearly joking, and like half the time that's how the trash talk in the NALCS is. It's like this tongue-in-cheek, like we're gonna smash Team Liquid today, and they're not like being serious. Whereas like European trash talk is like, I think this guy sucks, and I can't wait to show it today. And like, I don't know the last time someone has like seriously been like, I actually think this guy's I just don't think he's good. Like players don't say that unless it's at Double Lift. Actually, I can't remember another player who's just like, yeah, I just think he sucks.
Yeah, this ties so well into my second point. Like, even if they're not like only half joking, it's like the community can be so sensitive about these kinds of things. Like, I even have a story about it. I remember, like, you remember when Broken Blade first came over to NA, right? And he first played he played like a solo queue game just to rank his account. And I think he wasn't taking it very seriously or whatever. And then I go to the TSM subreddit and make a comment like, currently 1-4 in Gold 3 XD. And I immediately get bombarded by angry TSM fans and like spam downvoting. Like, even if you're not taking it seriously, but like other people, like the community can be real sensitive and like start attacking and lashing out at that sort of thing.
You went into the TSM subreddit and made fun of a TSM player?
Yeah, I mean,
you were shocked that they were aggressive in response to you?
It was so obvious that he wasn't taking it seriously. Like, I mean, I think TSM fans, maybe it's just asking too much for them to have brains, but like, you should know that obviously he wasn't taking that seriously. Like, honest.
I feel like I go to the subreddits and I just assume they're going to be like the strongholds of crazy fandom. Like, that's what those subreddits are. I don't.
Yeah, they're either the most extreme in favor of someone or the most extreme against people on their team. Like, it's one or the to other. But
okay, going back to the trash talk thing.
On the main sub too.
Yeah. Well, regardless, going back to the trash talk thing. I kind of miss. Well, you know what? Part of it is like Dardoch got himself out of a job, and that's the biggest thing that has occurred, right? We've lost him. He was our trash talking.
Yeah, Twitch chat brought him up when I said I can't remember anything. Dardoch was great. Like that game that's TL that was like 2 years ago at this point when they lost to CLG, and he was like, that shit was a fluke. They suck. I loved that. That was so good. Like. Not like, hey, hats off to them. I think we're the better team still, blah, blah, blah. He was just like, man, fuck that game. We should have won, and they're lucky. It was great. I loved it.
Olleh, why don't you trash talk?
Can I say some bad words on stage?
I mean, I don't think you should say fuck.
You should.
Or curse words. But I think you can say this person sucks, or they're not good. Or I know that I'm better than him, and we're gonna beat him, or something like that.
Well, I like Frogan told me I have to say that before game start, before the match.
Yeah, you have to say it. Yes, I agree. If you're gonna trash talk, you have to trash talk before the match, because if you trash talk after,
fuck the rules. It's trash talk.
No, I do agree. Because Peter says this all the time. If you say it afterwards, then it just looks like you're not taking any risk. You're not putting yourself out there. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down with starting. I'm down with starting anywhere at this point. We're like a league with no pulse. Like, just give me a pulse. I agree. Like, the best trash talk is the confident kind beforehand, so that when you win, you can just kind of like be like, yeah, I said that. But like, shit, I don't care. Just like, if you win a game and Ovely comes up to you and she's like, how'd you guys win this game? Like, you can say they played like shit. Like, like, I think that's fine. Be like, they're bot lane into us because I don't know what they were thinking. Like, that's not that. I don't think that's trash. Like, you're completely crapping on these guys. It's just honest. Like, if Aframu or whoever or Sneaky teleports and forgets he can't cancel, and you guys get a free kill on him, like, double if trashed on Sneaky for doing that. Like, please trash on people when they do that stuff.
No, man, the 100 T fans are just gonna be all over you when you do that, though.
Wait,
great.
So
they were all over me. I'm still kicking.
So if I win, and then I say I won because they play like so shit solo queue player without brain.
Okay.
Yeah. just drop the shit. If you say that's just don't say shit. Just play. If you think like, well, one, you should say what you think. You shouldn't just be a comic book villain. But like, if you play against a bot lane and you guys crush them, and you think they play bad, just be like, yeah, they played terrible.
So Hunter in chat, who runs Golden Guardians and is rapidly trying to pull Olleh's internet connection from his computer, says, why do we think the polite answer is dishonest? Lots of these guys are genuinely humble.
I mean, I don't think the polite answer is always dishonest, but I mean, we talk to these guys off camera, we see them, and though I speak to half these guys, I know the way they talk is totally different.
Yes, that is true. I do agree with that. Is that I've seen a lot of players behind the scenes be much more bold than they are in interviews. And then Danon says, watch Soren's interview after TL. And yeah, Soren's interview after TL was very like...
It was great.
It was great, but there was no trash talk. It was the opposite. Like Olleh tried to get him to say something spicy, and he was just sort of like, yeah, you know, we're still working on it. We have a lot of respect for these guys. I think we got a lot better because we were able to scrim them. So.
Or he could have said, I don't know why Impact thinks he can play Yorick. Like, you know, that's probably what the trash talk answer would be then.
Yeah, that would have been awesome if they did that. But like, yeah, it feels like the entire league has just become sanitized. Like, do you guys think the community sanitized Dardoch, or do you think that was just something else?
I don't think anyone sanitized Dardoch. I think Dardoch got himself off the LCS stage because of.
I don't think it was related to his trash talk. I think it's zero relation to his.
He would still be trash talking right now if he was on stage. Part of the problem is he went from teams that placed top 4 to teams that struggled at the bottom of the league, and I think it becomes even harder for him to trash talk when he's losing a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
And to be fair, for people who are like, we want to see the world burn type thing, I think it's more I just want people to be authentic to themselves. Like, Olleh, if you're not a trash talker and you're you're one of the, I think you're probably the best player in the league for like the good guy personality and like the happy-go-lucky, laughing all the time guy in the league that fans connect with. Like, I actually think you're one of the best at it. And so like, if people are happy-go-lucky and goofy like you, then like, great, you can be that guy too. Just please be yourselves on camera and don't be. I think you know, we're working hard and it's gonna be great.
That's so boring.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I think the way you are is great. Like, I actually think you're one of the few people who we have on the call right now who I wouldn't actually want to see change how they act in interviews, because I actually love your interviews.
Yeah, but I'm learning trash talk now. Maybe I can mix. Good way.
Yeah, you can do both.
Do it.
I want to see. I think Olleh should come out and do like an Olleh version of trash talk, which is like, I don't know, something like, yeah, you know, he didn't play good enough, or something like that. Just like
that's so big. I can really strong trash talk.
Yeah, I'm really worried because I'm afraid that Olleh will over-index on this now, and he's gonna come out and be like, oh, he's a fucking piece of shit. I'm gonna fucking destroy him. And people are like, what the hell?
Well, maybe I will just say, if I smash their botio, I will maybe say, didn't they get paid yet? Or like they don't have salary, or didn't they have office to play, or
can you explain that? Didn't they get paid at Olleh? You mean like they're not playing well because they haven't gotten paid or something?
Yeah, it's like some player haven't got salary for 3 months and then they just threw the game on stage.
Damn, Steve must have defaulted on his loans.
Jesus. I don't know what's going on. I think that might be a little too much. But I don't know. Mark, thoughts?
Yeah, I would keep it to on the riff stuff.
That's what I mean. If you were coaching Olleh, now Olleh's going to come out and be like, I've heard his sister's not very attractive. Maybe that's why they didn't win today or something. It's just like, what?
Yeah, no. They're bad. They're good.
Yeah.
I played solo queue players. Could have played that better. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, Tom Shu, any final thoughts on this topic?
Yeah. Please just try and like make the LCS a little bit more interesting, please. Because I know LCS is doing this like pretty well, and I think the LCS has the ability to do it some more. And just make sure you let me on the show more. Damn it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, you have to earn your way on. Yes. Okay. Yes. Hey, listen. I am rapidly growing more and more a critic of the LCS broadcast lately. Unfortunately, Mark's on the show. I feel weird talking about it, but I agree that trash talk could help out.
I don't know. Mark's segments are great. Like the hot pepper and the helium. Those are hilarious.
And the weatherman.
Yeah, that was good.
The weatherman. I wanted to go clip the the Weatherman thing that you did at Yahoo and share that, because that wasn't the first time that you'd been Weatherman. It was just the first time anybody really watched it.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
I'll have to find that one.
Hey, thanks, Tom Shu. I'll catch you later.
Yep. Have a great night.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Danon asked, did we like Steve's analysis of his own team's post game?
Well, I thought, by the way, the analyst desk segment with Steve was hilarious, because for some reason, Steve, obviously you guys couldn't find Andy. You wanted to have Andy on, you couldn't find Andy, so you dragged Steve up, and for the first 30 seconds, it felt like it was just you and Hi and Dash, and was there somebody else on at that time?
No, there was. So you're misremembering a lot of things. One, we brought Steve on intentionally because he had a bet with Dash that they would go 18-0. If they went 18-0,
you couldn't find Andy, and Olleh was tweeting about how she couldn't find Andy.
Yeah, I think Olleh couldn't find Andy. We wanted Steve, and James wasn't there because he was sick, so Freak was the host.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and it was so funny because I felt like all you guys just immediately shit on Steve. And Steve was like, oh, one of you guys would say something and be like, yeah, Team Liquid, blah, 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 York. And Steve would be like, oh, yeah, well, and then somebody else would come in and just dog. And I was like, damn, this is dog pile on Steve. This poor guy just had to watch his, his undefeated team become defeated. And he's just sitting there surrounded on this broadcast by people. I was literally trying to find the GIF or GIF, depending on how you want to say it, on Twitter of the airplane scene where people are all just in a line to beat the crap out of whoever's sitting in the chair, because that's what I felt like that was. It was you guys did give Steve a chance to talk until everyone had shoved their knife in.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that segment could have been handled better, but it was so freaking funny.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, how did Steve? I thought Steve was pretty good about his team and pretty honest about it. I thought he did well. Yeah,
I liked having him on. I know he's having been there after losses in the post game room. I know he has he's always very opinionated about when his teams lose. So I was hoping to get some of that on there, and I think it came through.
Yeah. All right, on to the next caller.
Alrighty.
Off we go. I hate Snarf. Thank you for the 8 months. Scorn 232. Thank you. Nanuko. OMG, you ate my cookie 5. 8 months and wrote Twitch motherfucking Prime. That's what they wrote. The I'm Burglar, Impossible Katana for 6 months. Burnt Cooter, great name. 11 months. Here you go. Thank you. I am Elvis 4. 12 months in a row. We hit the 1 year celebration. Said celebrating 1 year, and the show started on time. Thank you, Alienware. It was a little late, but that's okay. We got What the Fruits. Or what the faults? Is that it? How do you say it?
Faults. Yeah.
What the faults? Okay. Why? What does that mean?
Faults is my last name, and it starts with FU,
okay,
some other thing. So.
Yeah. Okay. Got you. That makes sense. Where are you calling from?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City, Missouri. I feel like we've had other people from Kansas City on the show. Is St. Louis close to Kansas City?
Yeah, it's about 4 hours away.
Are you gonna go to finals?
I'm hoping to, because the closest that finals has been to my location. So
yeah, that's what I brought up, is because I feel like your part of the nation has historically been underserved by the LCS. What do you want to talk about on the show tonight?
My topic was, I believe TL has been slightly overhyped in what their performance has been thus far into this split, and I think that they're winning a lot right now because they're just trying not to go negative in goal by 20 minutes, and then they have a better late game team fight with Core JJ just doing flanks and stuff. And I think that the TSM loss is actually going to be really good for T Liquid. Hopefully it'll lead to them not feeling the pressure of the 18-0 and allowing for more experimentations on stage and leading to improvement.
So I'm glad you called in to talk about this, but again, it's kind of like trash talking somebody after you beat them, coming in after TL loses and saying, well, maybe they're not as good as everyone thought. I'm not faulting you, though.
I'm a TL fan, so I just I'm happy that they lost this, because I think that hopefully they can improve and be better towards international event.
Yeah.
It's because I believe the performance the way it is right now, it wouldn't be sustainable to be a top team at an international event.
Well, one of the reasons I'm glad you brought this up is that it was fun, because I think I enjoyed, and I think a lot of other people enjoyed, pushing the narrative of can TL go undefeated? But it certainly seemed like they were vulnerable in the early and mid games. Often, usually, it felt like things were switching around in the mid game in a lot of these games. I mean, in the GGS game this weekend is a good example of that, where GGS, I feel like, had them on their toes for quite some time, and it looked like they might beat them. But this is, I mean, I'm the layman. I don't understand how this stuff works. So, Mark, what do you think? Oh, Mark? Mark?
He's gone.
No! Right as he was starting to talk. I really like that freeze frame of him. Olleh, what do you think?
Wait, what? I'm right here.
Oh, he's here.
Wait, what the fuck? I've been talking this whole time. My mic's lit up. Travis, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
What happened? I never dropped for my end. I could hear you guys the entire time.
That's weird. Fuck? Yeah, you suddenly caught up. I don't know. Discord maybe being weird. But also Skype froze.
Is my webcam good?
It was, yeah, your webcam and Discord both stopped. So I don't think it was one of them. I think it was
it must have been on my end.
Issue.
Got a little hiccup.
Yeah. But anyway, what were you? Go ahead, Mark. What do you think?
I was saying someone in Twitch chat said I don't think they're overhyped in the context of the LCS at all. Like, I think that they are definitively the best team in the league. And I don't think that loss showed me anything different than what I already knew about this team. Like,
well, but people were like, are they going to go undefeated? People thought they might be invulnerable, right? And I think...
Well, they could have picked Psy. I think they could have picked Psy on that game and won, but they didn't.
Sure. But I'm saying, but that, I mean, that goes back to them not being invulnerable. I just mean, no. I get that maybe you were like, well, it didn't show me anything, but I think for a lot of people who thought there was a chance they might go undefeated and them losing to TSM, that changed the perception.
So everyone always said like, oh man, they're losing the earlier mid game. They only, no team, or maybe there's one team that had taken all their, Golden Guardians was the first team to take all their outer turrets. And then congrats Olleh, by the way. They were the first team to do it, but no one had ever gotten a Baron against them. Team Liquid had a 75% dragon control rate. They had never lost more than 3 turrets in a game. So like no team was actually close to beating Team Liquid.
Yeah. I mean,
so like,
if you want to brag like that.
No, how am I bragging? I'm just saying that like.
I'm kidding.
The struggles that they had in the early mid game were vastly overstated by people. Like, they were not close to losing a game until this TSM won. And then if you look at how they lost it, it's like they first picked a Yorick top, then picked a Lee Sin when the other team had Sejuani, so they're losing 2v2 top. They didn't play around it very well, and they got steamrolled, not playing a style that anyone thinks that they should be playing. So, like, I think nothing says to me like TL couldn't have gone 18-0 if they didn't just stick to what everyone knows works. But they're trying to experiment and stuff. So like, this loss changed my opinion. Didn't change my opinion at all around them.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to be a good carry top team. If the meta changes to carry top, they're going to be in trouble. Like, I don't think they're going to be a good carry top team.
Olleh. You used to be on Team Liquid. What have you thought about them so far? Do you think they were overhyped, or do you think they're scary? What's your take on TL?
Because it's like Team Liquid was winning LCS, and the final was always 3-0, and then for their perspective, they upgrade the support and mid, and it looks like unbeatable, because already won, and then they upgrade again, and then like if TL lose this year, they're fucked. Like they must win this spring and summer, and then they have to do much better job at MSI and World Championship. But if they don't go to MSI, they're fucked. So undefeated, I don't care, but they have to like keep being first. They have to do really like best. Like if tier doesn't really win it like NLCS this year, I will be so disappointed. Like, I think they really have to do it.
Oh, you mean you would be disappointed if you were TL? Or
no,
you're saying you would be disappointed in that?
I'm still like tier fan, like, because I was like,
well, you might want to be rooting for yourself though. Maybe you should want to win it yourself.
I mean, I want to be TL, but if I'm not in final, like, I want them to win.
Okay.
But if they fail, like, I'll be so disappointed.
Yeah. Olleh, I got a question about like the team dynamic on Team Liquid when you were there, and maybe it's changed a little bit, but like everyone on the outside looks at that team and it's like, you know, quote unquote Doublelift team, play around Doublelift, get him ahead. Were there ever like moments about like, should we practice playing to impact more, or like the impact on carries, which is people like me and the rest of the community says, oh, impact's not great on carries, he's a better tank player. Is this stuff that talks about on the team, and is it stuff that you guys try and address? Like, let's play impact carries for a little bit and see how we do.
I think we try. I think when GP was meta, GP Blood meta, in spring, like we play around top, and then our bot are just playing Braum TK, they play safe and they play around top. But it's like when Impact play like aggressive champion, like we have to give resource to top side. Then our bot like we only need to just play safe. Like we have nothing to do. Like we just play safe. When they try to die, we have to just give turret and they back off. Like then like our bot feel like we have nothing to do. And then if top doesn't carry harder than their bot, we just lost. So I think we try this stuff in Scrim, and then we've just figured out play around bot was better. Because like Doublelift Shaco is really clean and simple. Like after Crush Turret, let's get Dragon guys in the last. Like after lane phase, I can go 1-3-1, and then I can have side lane. Like his Shaco is really good for everyone. So I think we just as I remember, like if Peter got ahead in lane, and his Shaco turned to be really like better and better. So I think we just wanted to make him feel easier to make Shaco.
By the way, I hear my voice from the other room, which means Kobe is currently watching Hotline League. Shout out to Kobe. He knows exactly what to watch on a Monday night.
How far is the cable with your camera and microphone? Could you like do a mobile like on the move setup?
No. I definitely
couldn't ambush him.
I don't. He's in a completely different room. Oh, Kobe's in chat and he says, I'm
He's
home. I know you're home. I can hear myself from your room. I'm aware you're home. Anyway, Olleh, but I just hear like the typing from the other room, and then I see it pop up because mechanical keyboards are so loud. Thanks for the Ateo bomber. Yeah. There you go, Kobe. You can thank Rachel and Brienne who are at Ateo. Whatever. Let's get back on topic. As there's a grill in the background of Mark's camera.
There will frequently be.
Yeah. Back on topic. Where were we? We were talking about Team Liquid and how vulnerable they are. How many more games will Team Liquid drop before the end of the split?
2.
One to GGS and one to who else, Olleh?
C9?
C9. Okay, C9 and GGS will take, and they'll beat TSM the second time?
Wait, TSM, I think TSM is getting stronger. So, 3?
Okay, so they lose to TSM again, and C9, and GGS. Does that take them out of first place?
I think they'll be still number 1.
Okay. Do you think C9 and TSM will drop games elsewhere?
Yeah. They're gonna lose to some random game.
Okay, so GGS. C9 and TSM will lose to GGS. Okay. All right, Mark. What do you think? I mean, will we still be talking about the undefeatable?
I think they'll lose as many times as they draft carry tops that can't team fight.
So literally, their only way to win is impact on a tank.
No, I think like you can play a carry top that can also team fight.
Okay.
Yeah, because like Yorick is just not a team fighter. So like what happened in that game where their top starts losing, they actually got a bunch of kills in bot lane.
Right.
But they're not playing anything that can, like Yorick cannot team fight. So like it doesn't matter if you have a 5-item Sivir because he has no front line realistically. Right. So Akali, which they played earlier in the split, is a team fighting carry top laner who can do well in team fights. So I think as many times as they draft that and things go bad is how many times they're going to lose. Like I don't know. I'm still very, very high on Team Liquid.
What the faults? You still here?
Yes.
What do you think of all this? Are we in line, or do you think they're more weak than we think?
I would agree that I'm in North America, I think that they are the #1 team. but I think that like they're playing to the style that's like the easier win in North America. Like they're not losing early game, and then but they're not like strongly winning very many of them. So they're just, like I said, getting to like the 20-minute mark, and then due to the poor vision and like Core JJ's insane flanks and like Doublelift's insane team fighting, they're just winning there. But like in international events where teams can punish you before that 20 minutes and get like the lead that Broken Blade had, like similar situations to that on the team, then I just don't think that they may show as well internationally as they are in North America.
Great. Well, hey, thank you so much for the call. Is there anything you want to say here at the end?
No, just thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks. Have a good one.
See you.
All right, we got about 3 more calls to go. Entering in towards the end of the show. See where we got. Fabrizi, thank you. Caruze 44, Meg Chan, Chenzi, Dak Jamkin, Big White Goon, Bernat, Rafa NA, Mateo Brand with 1,000 bits. I said that earlier. Einwaltz, thank you for the prime. NA Alistair 7 months. Mr. Fanatic 7 with a 10. Clean Me Up with 3 months. John Zoidberg, PhD with the 500 bits. So many things, 14 months in a row. We've got Paradox the Only returning to the show. Paradox, you've been on previously, I remember, right?
Yeah, I was talking about COG and Gordon Guardians making playoffs despite their 0-2 starts last time.
That's right. That's right. Well, welcome back. Remind me where you're calling from.
Iowa City, Iowa.
Iowa City, Iowa. All right, so I mean, it's too early for you to celebrate. We were earlier suggesting that CLG might lose their spot to GGS. So I assume you're not calling in to brag.
Not necessarily, no. I mean, they both have faults, both GGS and CLG.
Okay. Do you have faults, Olleh?
No? What was the question?
Never mind. Anyway, so what did you want to talk about, Paradox?
So as to why COG will lock in or finish 6th place by the end of the season.
Okay, so you're adjusting it now to say they'll lock in 6th.
Yeah, they'll be the last playoff team.
Okay, does GGS make it in still underneath?
Oh yeah, I have them at 4th or 5th.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring back up the standings. So right now CLG's in. Who gets knocked out by Golden Guardians?
Or who does Golden Guardians knock out?
Yeah.
I would say FlyQuest.
FlyQuest, really?
Wait, no, actually, let me go. So I have Team Liquid, Cloud9, FlyQuest, I think, actually, Golden Guardians. Oh, yeah.
Echo Fox?
Yeah, and CLG, yeah.
Okay, so CLG stays in, and you're saying Golden Guardians knocks out Echo Fox?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. I don't know if they're still in the chat. I feel like Echo Fox is just the whipping boy. Anytime somebody wants to move a team out of the... They're like, yeah, let's take Echo Fox out of there. We don't need them. I don't know if they're still in the chat, but... all right, so how is this going to happen?
So as to why CLG, so I totally get the narrative of how they're a bad team, and they are bad. But I think it's mostly because of Darshan, which is, I mean, pretty known by everyone. I mean, I've looked at all the games where CLG have lost, and it's usually 3 out of the 4 games that they lost, Darshan has been at a big disadvantage early game.
Mark?
And the rest of the team is performing, not necessarily like super well, but at least decently enough to be fighting for that last playoff spot.
Yeah. So your take is they'll only make 6 because they're held back by Darshan, but they are better than the other 4 teams?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I think Darshan is.
So I was just trying to. You were like, yeah, they're gonna lock in 6th, and Darshan sucks, and I was like, what? Where are we going at here?
I think Darshan thinks the top laners in the league are what they used to be back then when he was Zion Spartan, but they're definitely not anymore. They're a lot better.
Okay. Olleh, you said CLG would stay up there, right? Or no, I think you said there's a chance they might drop.
Yeah. Drop.
Okay. So, why is Paradox wrong? Why is CLG gonna drop?
I think when I watched...
real quick,
can
Paradox,
you mute yourself?
Yeah.
So, here I come.
Okay, so when I watched CLG game, I didn't really feel like someone is carry. I think Power of Evil picked like Khazadin or something strong late game and then hard carry, but I didn't really see like top was carry the game or both was carry hard. You know, like I didn't really feel like there is no, like I feel like there's no any power carry player. Like they're good player, but it's not like if one player get ahead and then he gonna just end the game by himself. Like I cannot really feel that.
So they just lack a carry, and you think that will hold them back?
Yeah.
Okay. Paradox, do you have a rebuttal to that?
Well, PoE stats and numbers are actually pretty good. At the very least, they're a top 6 mid laner, stat-wise as well as performance.
So you think they'll be able to carry through PoE?
Yeah. At the very least, fighting for that last playoff spot. I'm not saying that they're going to be like top 3, top 2.
Sure.
But they have the quality of players for sure. I just think that Darshan has been really hurting the way that COG wants to play, where they want to scale to late game and give up early game. Which, I mean, they give up too much early game. That's an issue too, but it's not the biggest thing, I think, right now.
Yeah.
I think the verdict for me is still pretty out on CLG. Like, I think PoE is a very capable carry. I personally think he is. I think 6A Biofrost are good, not great. I don't think that they'll go super high into the standings. The question mark for me is still Darshan, because they've won with Scion and Urgot, which are like two of the meatballiest tops we have in the league right now. And anytime that they get some disadvantageous matchup in the top lane, it feels like he's been a liability in the losses. So like the Ornn into Aatrox game and just now the Aatrox into Urgot game, both times have like really hurt them. So if I see a style that works for this team where they're like mid and bot focused and Darshan's playing more utility stuff, but it's still really scary. I'm not convinced that they're a playoff team. I still have them in the playoffs right now, but like I'm not like, I wouldn't bet on them. I wouldn't put my life on the line for them.
Mark, so for the Ornn thing for Darshan, do you think it was Ornn, or do you think it was the way he was playing Ornn? Because I think it was the way he was actually playing the lane and the champ.
I think you don't see Ornn top very much right now for good reason. He's not very strong in lane, and that was the previous patch when Aatrox was still one of the best top laners in the meta. So like I thought it was a sketchy matchup to take anyways, and I don't think he played it super well. And then they sent all their resources bot to try and snowball, and they fucked up like 4 dives. So I don't super hold that against Darshan that game, but it is still a concern that is that like how you have to play if you can't get these other things. Like I still haven't seen one where they play a skill matchup and go even or something.
I think
go ahead.
Just real quick. I think the biggest thing is that the roster was a mistake. I think that they were in talks to get Flame. I'm pretty sure they didn't get him because cost-wise, and he was trying to value his options too much. And I think that this season is just a band-aid for them. I think they should try to work for playoffs, the last spot. And I think that comes with Darshan just, taking losses, but minimizing the losses he gets and playing around to the rest of the team.
Olleh, do you think that PoE is strong enough to carry CLG into playoffs?
But PoE has to go purple side. Like if they take blue side, I don't think PoE gonna really carry hard. I think PoE's strength is his champion pool, and only purple side can go counter mid. So, like if enemy pick like purple side, when they have side choice, I think synergy rate will be really low.
All right, let's practice trash talking. What do you think about their bot lane?
I think they are just waiting for what should I say? Should I say really strong trash talk or just like
No. Your honest thoughts. What do you think about their bot lane?
Honest thought. I feel like it's like when I met them in solo queue, I can't really expect they're gonna carry this game. Like some people like don't really like give a fuck to solo queue, but it's like if you carry, like if you can carry like every single game in solo queue, it gonna show up on stage. Like I wanna see those play from like CIG players. Like when Stixay play solo queue and then he just like 10 kill Zero Death and then killing everyone, and Biofrost just like never die with Tomcat and Braum or Thresh, and then just carry the game. Like but I never really met them in high elo, or I never seen them like carry the game. So I think that's why. I think if I'm their coach, I'm gonna ask them to play solo queue harder, like because if you don't know how to carry in solo queue, like you will never really carry like on stage.
Gotcha. So they need. Are you saying they don't do enough solo queue? They're not practicing enough solo queue?
Yeah, I think Olleh is saying that like based off what he sees of their carry potential in solo queue, he doesn't think that they wouldn't be able to carry an LCS game. Is that a good way of putting it, Olleh?
Yeah, I mean like sometimes you can be troll, but like if they are two type player, like one player always go 50-50, never carry, but never troll. But the other guy, like 70% hard carry, 30% hard throw. Like I will go for the second player. And then if I'm coach, I'm gonna try to fix the throw moment. And because those players can carry the game in solo queue. I think that's how SKT choose like pick up the players too. Like they got like top 10 solo queue players and then bring them in and then fix their throw moment time. Like, oh, you have like this mistake. If you fix that, you got a hard carry, guys. And I think that's why they need to play solo queue more. I want to see them in solo queue.
I like that answer a lot, actually.
Yeah, no, that's actually a great answer. I really enjoyed that conversation. Paradox, any final thoughts here?
No, I agree. I don't think that the bot lane is a true bot lane carry type of bot lane, but I definitely think that they're a serviceable bot lane that can beat the bottom 4 teams that won't be in playoffs. And then with Power of Evo, who I think is one of the best mid laners in the LCS, also adds to that. And I think that the fact that there's been a lot of disadvantages in the top lane, that's what's dragged away from the way that COG wants to play.
Yeah.
And other than that, I mean, I just want to say thanks for having me on. You're one of the best voices in esports, Travis.
I'm concerned that you said one of, but thank you so much for the call.
Well, I mean, you're one of the best for sure, and I think you're the most, how to say, you work the hardest for sure to get to where you are now.
Thank you. I will take it as a compliment. I know it's a compliment. I'm just teasing. Yeah. I think so. Thank you.
All right. Take it. Bye.
All right. So we got a couple more callers. So many things. Thank you for the 14 months. Yay, 14 months. Great content, Travis. Keep up the alien-tastic work. It's an Alienware reference. Shut up, Mark. You're awesome, too. Great work on the countdown. Love you to Olleh. Bobacola gifted a sub to Zix. Bobacola gifted one to Hunter and to Red Dragon. By the way, Bobacola just killing it still after all these years. Easy Moto for 12 months in a row says, when is IMT coming back? I don't think ever. I think Noah Winston is a jilted lover. Mad Teodo 1 resub for 3 months. Negative feedback loop 4. Belly Power subbed. Quiet Pirate subbed. And Obi Pone Kenobi for 4 months. Really appreciate it. We're all caught up in subs. So nobody else sub. Otherwise I'm going to have to read out more. It'll be terrible. Banana Balls. Banana Balls, welcome to the show. Where are you calling from?
Hello, I'm calling from Greece.
From Greece? What time is it there?
Europe.
Greece, Europe, it's 7:41 in the morning.
Oh. Wow. Well, did you wake up recently or have you just stayed up?
Nope. I stayed up.
Okay.
I stay up for every single one of your shows, so...
Ooh, thank you.
Wow, that is crazy. What is your normal sleep schedule? Also, Mark, I don't know why, but on Skype, your face has gotten giant.
Wow, what's happened? That's weird.
Sorry. Anyway, continue, please. Banana Balls. What's your normal sleep schedule?
Well, it's like regular people, I guess, but when the time comes for your shows, I usually stay up. And if I pass out during them, because, I might pass out during them because it's late at night. I usually just tune in on the YouTube video afterwards.
Oh, you're a killer. Well, anyway, Banana Balls. What do you want to talk about on the show tonight?
Well, I really enjoyed Team Liquid losing to TSM because it made LCS fun to watch again. Because
you're a TSM fan.
No, I hate TSM. I'm a C9 fan, all right?
Okay.
And they've been beating us like every single finals forever, so I'm not into TSM. But I really enjoyed watching Team Liquid lose because it made LCS fun. It showed everyone that they're actually vulnerable. I mean, we've seen before that they are vulnerable, but not in such a way, such a big way, such a meaningful way. So watching them being, beatable makes LCS all the more fun because you never know what's going to happen in the finals. You never know what's their standing going to be like by the end of the split or the season or whatever. So yeah, it makes LCS fun. I mean, against C9 they looked sort of sketchy, but C9 didn't exactly bring on their A game. Niski botched it, and Jensen hard carried alongside the Doublelift. But against GGS, they looked vulnerable. However, GGS, unfortunately, Olleh, they couldn't capitalize on it. But I can see Team Liquid losing to TSM, GGS, C9. I'm not sure about CLG, but the other teams,
Yeah.
I can see them dropping at least 3 games.
Okay. Yeah, we were saying earlier maybe 2 to 3 more games throughout the split.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So for you it makes it enjoyable. I kind of was looking forward to the storyline of I think it would have been nice to see them go another week or 2 before they fall, because I think it's a fun storyline of who is gonna do it, and whenever a team gets close like GGS, we're like, oh, is it gonna happen? But I also know exactly what you mean. For me, I remember whenever TSM had that streak where they just won and won and won, and they always made it to finals, and they were winning back to back to back. It started to almost get boring or passé, as some might say.
I think when a team is title favorites, I don't really love that. And that's a little bit of a problem I have with TL right now, where it's can anyone beat them? We'll see. It's still up in the air because it's a new roster from last year's, but it's hard to say. But I do like when a team is going on a really hot run in regular season. So I really liked Immortals in 2016. When they came so hot out the gates, they were exciting to watch, and it was always a question of are they going to go 18-0? These guys went 18-0 in Europe. Are they going to do it again here? And then when CLG finally beat them, it was fucking crazy. And I agree with Travis that I wish they had pushed the potential we won't drop a game a little bit further into the second half of the split. And it just sucks that they lost so already. Because I still thought the fact that they were losing early games a little bit made it interesting for people, that it wasn't, maybe this is the one.
Yeah, they weren't all 20-minute stomps.
Yeah.
Olleh, are you happy that TL lost? Does it make it more interesting for you?
I mean, it's for our team standing, I think I want Tier to win everyone. After we lost to Tier, Tier has to beat everyone.
Just keep them out of there.
Yeah, and then TSM won the game, and then they go 4-4.
Yeah.
And then they're upside here.
So you care, because you're in it, you're not caring as much about the entertainment. You're just get me into playoffs.
Yeah, give me playoffs. See you there. Yeah. But I mean, if TSM lost, they are 3-5, which is same as us. But Tier, I don't like it.
Who do you play this weekend, Olleh? You know?
CG, and I don't remember last time.
You play Clutch, and I'm on the schedule right now. Clutch and Echo Fox.
Echo Fox. Oh.
Okay. So this is your weekend to climb up. This is a potential 2-0 weekend. This call, we keep making fun of Echo Fox, so feels like there's a chance there. Yeah.
Echo
Mark, did
Fox.
we lose you?
Hello?
I'm looking at you seem like you're deep in thought about something.
No, I just practicing being a gargoyle.
Okay, good. Yeah. So
I'll take this as a compliment.
To catch you up, Mark. Olleh was discussing how he wished that TL had won just because it kept them in the playoff.
Yeah, I was listening.
Okay. So, I read that tweet earlier that said you don't, pay attention. So
I'm paying attention.
I was just letting you know. Banana balls. What do you think of? Is it okay for you if TL goes back to winning and stomping a ton and maybe only drops 1 or 2 more games, or do you want to see it neck and neck up at the top?
I'm a C9 fan, so I'd like to see a neck and neck for the first place, but I don't think it's happening. However, the thing is, I never really bought in the narrative of TL going undefeated because I thought that they clearly had the best players in the league, right? And there's
other than the support
LCS
position, GGS has the best there.
Yeah. No, I'm not even being sarcastic. Olleh, I love you. You're like so fun to watch, so fun to watch your interviews, and even the trash talk schooling that the guys tried to do was like great to watch. And yeah, I love your play as well. However, what I wanted to get back to was like I never really bought in TL going undefeated because I never really got the feeling, same as I did with TSM a couple of years ago or Immortals, when they just wouldn't drop a single game and just went undefeated all the way to the playoffs. Because I felt like TL were winning because they had the better players, and because if you get like in minute 30 and the game is 50-50, since you have the better players, even if you don't have the synergy, one clutches it and you win.
Yeah.
But it just didn't feel the same as it did with Immortals and TSM. So I wanted to see them lose. I want the split to be interesting. Because compared to LEC, I think LCS is sort of lackluster, especially in the entertainment side. I mean, Analyst Desk is really interesting. I loved your segments. I even loved the Jat thing, which is okay. It was sort of cringy, yeah, but it was great. I mean, I loved it. And having Steve on, that was also great. I heard you guys talking about it earlier. But I think that the way for both the teams and the entertainment to be better in the LCS is for it to be more competitive, like neck and neck. I don't believe in a stomp, because if Team Liquid because their schedule is like so easy, the next week I believe they'll go 2-0 because they're facing against Echo Fox and 100 Thieves. I don't believe in either of those teams can win against them.
Yeah.
Because you cannot ban all the tanks away from Impact. And even if Someday does capitalize on him, I don't believe that 100 Thieves bot lane can even come close to beating them, sure, even if they have Bang. And as for Echo Fox, that's not even up for question. I think Rush is trolling it.
Yeah.
But the following weeks, they might drop a game or two. I don't know.
We'll have to see. Right. We'll have to see what happens. But it is interesting, and I do think it is. Like, at least now there's a conversation of who's going to be next, or is anyone going to be next? Will it be one or two or three? I don't know. We'll see. Banana Balls, thank you so much. Is there anything you want to say before we move on to the next caller?
Thank you for your content. Keep it up. I really enjoy all your interviews. This show, I usually listen to them as a podcast while I'm playing Solo Queue. Also, shout out to my brother who's going to be watching this video like 2 or 3 days from now when you release it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So keep it up, guys. Thank you for the show.
Thanks, dude. Have a good one, and thanks for staying up so late.
Trash talk your brother on the way out.
Yeah.
He's good in solo queue, so I cannot exactly trash talk him, but he's not gonna he's not making masters or anything this year. He's trash.
Okay.
Diamond 5 player, hard stack.
Thanks, dude. Have a good one.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
All right, last one.
Olleh 1, thank you for the prime. Thank you for the prime. How you doing, Olleh? Did you have dinner tonight?
No, maybe I'm gonna eat cup noodle later.
Yeah. You should. Yeah. Are you gonna order food on delivery service or something?
No, I have the Korean cup noodle behind.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah, I ate earlier, but I'm kind of hungry now.
Yeah.
This is a life. Streaming, running these shows, takes a lot out of you.
Well, are you still there?
Who?
You still live there?
I live, no, not at the same place, but I now live with Kobe.
Oh.
We moved over near Century City area.
So there's no the bad 7-Eleven anymore.
No bad 7-Eleven, no.
Oh,
but I live near the Shake Shack, the Shake Shack that I first met you at, where we went and hung out with Peter.
Yeah, I remember. Wait, that place is so good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. In fact, it's dangerous that I live so close.
Yeah.
Lucian Slayer is here. Lucian Slayer, where are you calling from?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincinnati, Ohio. Okay, are you going to go to St. Louis nearby?
It's about 6 hours away. I'm thinking of it, yeah.
Okay. What do you want to talk about on the show tonight?
So I want to talk about the average professional game type or game time going up across all regions. I thought that it was a NA thing because I saw other European players flaming NA about it. But I checked the average game time across all regions, and they're all roughly around 30 to 33 minutes. And then I wanted to ask specifically Olleh and Mark that about Riot potentially like going back to the meta that we had at Worlds to increase viewership.
So question for clarity, when you say you checked, were you talking about prior to 9.3 or post 9.3 they've gone up?
I just checked a few hours ago, so they've gone up. It was prior. It was post 9.3, I think. Yeah.
Mark, what happened to your webcam?
I think the battery died in my camera.
You should just charge it, like constantly.
I would have to buy a piece of equipment for that, and I'm way too lazy to do that.
Just tell me these things. I will buy you the equipment.
All right, buy me a thing I can plug in. So the battery, it's one of those batteries that you just plug in.
All right, we'll talk about it later. Can you switch to the other camera?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Can you buy it now, Travis? Can you do a thing where a courier drives it to me and I can maybe get it?
All right. Average game time length going up. Olleh, why is average game time up, and should it go back to the world's meta? Should it go back down?
The world's meta last year?
Yeah. Because the game time was shorter, right? Everybody played more aggressive. There weren't long games. You had more kills. It was different. Everybody was just like the team fight meta.
I mean, I think it's still like Griffin endgame so early though. Like G2 endgame like 22 minutes. Like it's just about playstyle.
Yeah, but what is the FlyQuest games? How long are those?
Well, fly against who?
I just think they're really long. Is my understanding. They have like super long games without any kills, right, Mark?
I think because the AD carry has like Sivir, Ezreal. I think because these two champion game is always long game.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's not about other meta.
Yeah.
So looking up average game times right quick based off Oracle's Elixir statistics. The slowest LCS team is 39.2. The fastest is 33.9. The slowest European team is 38.8, and the fastest is 29.4.
I thought we had like a 50-minute game at one point in time. Am I crazy?
Right, but Travis, this is how averages work.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you said average. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, these are average game times.
Okay.
And then for Korea, average game time of the highest is 36.2 and lowest is 31.9. So we're still a fair amount slower. Maybe after this weekend with only like 9.3 games, it's closer together. But North America is noticeably slower than other people. Also, holy shit, I just looked at the European one. There's one team that averages 38, and then it immediately drops. Second slowest team is fucking 33.3.
Who's the...
And then everyone's... The long one is Splice, and then everyone else is between 29.4 and 33.
That's funny. All right, so what's the takeaways here? And should we switch back to more like a different meta?
I think the meta's fine. It's still pretty fast for the most part. I think in North America, some teams have trouble either exploiting games quickly or closing them out cleanly, or potentially both. So like longer scaling comps tend to do better in North America than maybe they would in other places. This is all speculative. Maybe we're the ones with the right read on the meta. Who knows? But I think if they are slowing the game down with the crit and marksman stuff, and maybe they buff tanks or something, I don't mind team fighting. I miss the days where like there was frontlining and engaging and like that kind of footsies thing that you see tanks do sometimes that I don't think we see as much anymore. Because it's more just about like fatty flanks and blowing someone up with Riven or something. But I mean, that's fun too.
Lucian, do you have thoughts on this?
Well, I personally really liked like last year's meta at Worlds, where it was you put carries in mid and top, and then your bot lane just kind of like, you know, plays passive, I guess. But I don't know, I feel like it's pretty similar. I think Olleh was right. It's just play style in different regions, but everyone was saying that NA was like playing so slow, and we're a few minutes behind, but I'm not sure what that is. I think that's just like how different regions view the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, looking at some other stats right now. Let's go with viewing the game as the answer.
Viewing the game?
Yeah, let's go with we just view the game differently.
Gotcha. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it worked last year.
We view that mid lane a lot. We got a lot of eyeballs on that mid lane.
Lucian, is there anything that you want to say here at the end?
Just thanks for having me. I really like your content, and Olleh, wish you luck.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, dude. All right, so that wraps up the show. Mark, what do you got for us here? What do you want to shout? Anything out? Say anything? What's coming up with you?
No. Someone in chat said 3 to 4 minutes is not insanely longer. It is insanely longer. On average, LCS teams are seeing Infernal Drake, or Elder Drake, excuse me. Whereas in other regions, on average, teams are not seeing Elder Drake. So like those minutes do add up. Anyways, not much new going on with me. I shot 2 more episodes of the detention show at Offline TV last week, so those should be coming out end of this week. If we're, I don't think that'll happen. Those will probably start next week. Other than that, there's not much going on.
Some of our best performing clips are you talking about what's happening at Offline,
and then because they get posted on that subreddit,
it gets clipped and then posted, and then thousands of people watch it. And I'll be like, "Oh, one of our clips did pretty well. Let me see what it is." And it's just Mark being like, "Yeah, we're working on this Offline thing. I can't say when it's coming out, but at some point." And it'll just be titled Pog. And I'm like, okay, well, that's really what the show needs to be, is just me interviewing Mark about what's going on Offline TV.
Yeah.
You got any updates on when Pokey's doing her next merch drop, Mark?
I don't know. That's not technically Offline TV. So
all right, well, we don't have it yet,
I'm
guys,
not in the know.
Maybe on the next episode, be sure to tune in.
Yeah.
Anything else, Mark?
Nope. Looking forward to playing some auto chess. I might even turn my stream on for it tomorrow if I'm feeling up for it.
Mark Z streaming. What an exciting thing.
Olleh,
what do you want to promote or plug, or what's going on? Do you have anything you want to throw out there?
I just want to say I want to I want to make LCS like more entertaining, like, because like when Overlay asked me to dance, and then we just danced together, and then everyone just came to me and then, hey, I watch your dance with Overlay, and then people like it. So I mean, like, I'm down to do trash talk, I'm down to dance on stage, I'm down to rap, I'm down to beatbox, whatever. Like, because even when I watch LCS, sometimes I feel just boring, and then just like sometimes I feel like I'm gonna take a nap because like I have really nothing to watch.
So when you're watching LCS, sometimes you want to take a nap.
Yeah, like I watch, and then I was like, oh, there's nothing, whatever. And then just
Is it the analyst desk segments that do that for you? Because that's what happens. Usually the analyst desk segment comes on, and I just resident sleeper my way to the next game.
Olleh, you're doing a great job keeping it entertaining. It's the rest of the league that needs to do the other part of their job.
Yeah.
That's not really their job, but
Mark.
But I mean, like, I want like something like some creative stuff together with or LCS player. Like, it's not about Riot Sport. I think The double lift
always
clip.
Red's fault, Olleh.
I think his double lift clip was really right because everyone was really saying like, because our team is doing good and we play as a team, I'm so happy we step up. You know, like I always watch the same interview. So, but like if for example when we before game start, maybe we just like mic here and then do rap. Yo, bro, mother, and then like I'm gonna beat your ass on stage, and then blah blah blah, and then you know, and then people like it, and then we just play the game.
I'm excited.
Like something like that. I wanna do something creative together with all players.
I'll talk to the producers and see if we can get a like a WWE. Both you guys grab the microphone from Olleh standing in the middle, like they did with the Tyler One and Cutie Pie. We'll do that with you and Double Lift next time you guys play.
Yeah, I want to see an Olleh diss track. I think that would be good. Good. Well, Olleh, you and I can talk about trying to make something happen. All right.
No, Olleh, you're going to talk with me and the producers on Riot Games. Don't work with Travis on this one.
We'll see what happens. All right. So that's Hotline League. Shout out to Alienware for sponsoring stuff. Also shout out to Ateo because Rachel and Brienne hung out in the chat the entire time. They're not paying me to say this, so they did sponsor our Hotline Love episode. But thank you. We're announcing the giveaway winner tomorrow. But they make this cool jacket and other things. Kobe just got a jacket. Mark doesn't have one. Maybe he'll win the giveaway. But check out Ateo.com. They want to work with you, Olleh. Ateo does, based off of Rachel freaking out in chat, so maybe you can do something with them.
Ateo?
Ateo.
Ateo. Is that clothes?
Yeah, they make clothes.
Oh, Ateo. Okay. Yeah. I don't have clothes. Give me clothes.
Okay, there you go. Just
I don't have clothes. I don't even wear clothes here.
Wait, do you not have any? Hang on, people couldn't see that. Could you sit up a little bit more? And are you not wearing anything underneath your hoodie?
No, just nothing here.
All right.
Nothing.
All right. Well, don't show too much because I don't want to get banned. But
give me a T-shirt.
Okay.
Ateo, give me T-shirt.
I will let them know. And then. Okay, Contracts is in chat. He says, Jusung, do your laundry. You've worn that past 5 days. WTF.
Oh, I did laundry.
Well, then you have clothes. I love your roommates calling you out in chat right now.
Yeah, it's not that you don't have clothes. There's all in a laundry basket.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Travis, are you going to do that, like, silhouette trash talk video?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm talking to one of the team managers tomorrow. I don't want to say who, but about maybe Olleh and I doing some content with some of the teams. So we will see. Maybe that's one of the things we can do. I like that idea a lot, though. But the funny thing is we would be going to team houses so people would figure it out, I think. Regardless.
That's why I just bake it into, like, as a separate, like, you do your normal interview, and then, like, you finish it, but you say, before you go real quick, I'm going to ask you one more question. It'll be anonymous.
Doing it at LCS.
Right, just do it at LCS, like, real quick, slip it in, and just combine all of them.
Okay, that's fun. That's a good idea. Maybe we'll do that. Also, !display in the chat gets you they gave me and Kobe some really cool
display.
Yeah, there are things you can hang on your wall. Let me know if you want any, Olleh, because I can get you hooked up.
Well, let me check.
Yeah.
Wait, we gotta... Travis, I gotta go. I drank 2 cups of water, a Red Bull, and a Coke. I gotta pee.
I think we've got time for one more call. No, all right, everyone. This has been Hotline League episode 64. Thanks so much to Olleh for coming on. I'm going to stick around on stream. Mark and Olleh are going to bail. That's it. Check you later.